What's up, guys? So I decided to do this video after I did the speech review and text-to-speech software stuff. I got a lot of questions. Primarily, the top two one were number one is, are there any free TTS softwares, text-to-speech softwares that you can use for YouTube monetization? I've done a separate video for that one. It's in the description. Take a look at them. The second one is kind of important one because that's what everybody wanted to know, which is, can you monetize YouTube videos with the TTS software in 2021 or 2020 or 2019? This question's been going on for about 2-3 years now. I do want to preface by saying that, hey, I do not monetize any of my YouTube videos, mainly because ads are not fun, or not just this channel, but any of my other channels. So that's why I throw affiliate links in the description. So if you do get value and you use it, we all benefit. It's kind of a win-win situation. That being said, I had to do a little bit of research on my own to figure out what's going on. And that's one of the reasons I'm making this video. So because pretty much everywhere I went through and read, it said simply yes and no, or maybe, or it depends. There's no definitive answer to this question. There is always, okay, it might happen, it might not happen, blah, blah, blah. So I want to dig a little bit deeper on this. And I personally want to say my opinion on this matter is yes, you can monetize YouTube videos with TTS software under certain circumstances and guidelines. And that's what this video is about, to give you guys a clearer picture on what you can do and we cannot do to monetize your YouTube videos using TTS softwares. So that being said, let's dig into what those guidelines are. And I'm going to walk you through how I got these guidelines. First and foremost thing to understand why this question arises. A lot of people who use TTS softwares tend to spam YouTube channels, and that's one of the reasons they don't get picked up for monetization purpose, even though they meet the requirements. So let's dig into what the requirements are. All right, so let's go straight to the source. This is YouTube channel's monetization policy. I'm going to throw this link in the description as well, so you can read it on its own. This page basically doesn't really answer that question straightforward. It's kind of really vague, generalized information about monetization policies. They go into what happens and how it happens and all that fun stuff, but they don't really speak about anything about text-to-speech softwares, any of the automated software, so to speak. So one of the things over here I would pay attention to if you're going that route is the advertisement-friendly content guidelines here, because this one actually gives you kind of clear, common sense guidelines, in my opinion. What they speak about is inappropriate languages and violence and adult content and all that fun stuff. You cannot put them over there if you want to monetize them, because it's against their policy. So this is in the description as well. Take a look at it. And after this is when I went down to the usual channels, which is just straight up Googling and finding it in different forums, Google forums. I read through quite a few of them. And why channels get demonetized and whatnot, and also went through fellow YouTubers and Quora and all that fun stuff. So I boiled it down to 3 main points, in my opinion, that you have to have minimum these things set up if you want to go down the monetization route. So the first one is this is kind of common sense, but a lot of people don't really use it. I mean, come on, like, it's simple. Use if you want to monetize your YouTube videos and make some money on it, then you should definitely check out your competition and research what they're doing if their videos are already monetized. Make sure your videos contain unique content and provide value or entertainment to the YouTube community. And this is the keyword here, YouTube community. It's not that you could make a bunch of videos and throw them in there and hope somebody watches it, because it's part of that, whatever niche it could be. But if that video is not giving any kind of value to the watcher, then it's technically called spam and low value content. So that's one of the reasons YouTube is pretty strict about that kind of stuff. And again, don't spam, because that's what they're trying to avoid from this kind of stuff. And I'll give you a clear example. I just don't want to throw a bunch of points up there and say do this, do that. Like, for example, if you're going to use TTS software for YouTube monetization, take a look at this example I pulled up here. The latest ones are Reddit, which is the online community where they post a bunch of their experiences and whatnot. People have been doing it for about a year and a half, and they've been doing good money on this as well. Here you're going to look at the Reddit videos that use TTS software. This is one of the channels that I picked out, for example. As you can see, this channel primarily just throws the Reddit comments on their screen, and then Let me actually unmute it for really quick.
My sister and dad had an...
Oops, sorry.
They were obsessed with each other. She was like...
As you can see, it's just a TTS software, just talking, and then some background music, and this is just comments being displayed on the screen. It's not really great, what you might call content, in my opinion. The reason is, just like that, you've got hundreds of channels over here who do exactly the same thing. So how do you differentiate? How do you add value to this thing? This is where I said, use a narration or commentary on the videos. You can use your own voice, and sometimes you don't want to use your face. That's fine. I don't use my face. But if you're non-speaking English person, or not English speaking person, then you can use your own native language to leave narration and commentary, because it's still actual unique content. Throw some animations on there, throw some GIFs. Don't just have some kind of PowerPoint slide kind of video that just doesn't cut it anymore. And set up your YouTube channel well. Show that you're there for the community and not just trying to spam. What I mean by that is, take this channel again. So this channel, Reddit Recap. If you go to their channel, you'll see that their videos are all of them are exact same thumbnail. Like it's just same exact thumbnail. There's like hundreds of these videos, same exact nonsense. There's no differentiation. This is technically, although they're a different topic, they look exactly the same. They don't do much. What they've done is they probably use the software to churn and clone this up and then throw it on here. They have playlists, which is just 2 videos playlists, and they don't even define the playlist well. They don't have a description for the playlist, and the community is not really active. They just threw it on there, hope things work out. And in the same niche, I can show you another example, which is Radio TTS. They're in the same exact niche, and if you look at their videos, their thumbnails are better. Although they're a different topic, it doesn't matter. You can differentiate and say they're actually doing something to stand out. And then they have a specific set of playlists for a specific topic or niche that they are going into. And then they are active in their community. They release stuff for their users. These are the kind of things YouTube looks for in the channels to make sure you are actually valid. Somebody who's trying to add value to their community and not just trying to spam. And the last topic on this one is YouTube SEO. And this is actually what I would use a lot of times for doing research as well. For example, in this case, I use TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is great, mainly because it's you have free version, you have paid version, and what it does is basically, if you throw in a topic, it's going to give you Reddit TTS, how much volume, CPC, as well as gives you idea about is this a good keyword to go after, and what kind of tags that you need to use for this one. It's comparative to your competition, so it gives you a better chance at ranking your YouTube channel as well, or videos as well as channels. And this is it's actually pretty cheap if you have under 1,000 subscribers, which most of you are. If you're going for monetizing purpose, it's at $4.50 a month. If not, it's $9 a month. It's pretty cheap. And again, I've left the TubeBuddy link in the description. It is my affiliate link. If you use it, then great. You don't have to necessarily, because they also have, like I said, free version as well. They'll give you a basic idea on what's going on. That's basically about the content and quality of your content. So you have to make sure this is maintained first and foremost to get eligible for YouTube monetization. The second one, well, before we get to the second one, I do want to clarify, there are hundreds of channels that have monetized with TTS software. I didn't want to throw all of them here, but if you just Google or YouTube it, you'll come across lots of them. The reason they're monetized is because they're maintaining a certain standard, and these are the standards that I was mentioning about, and these are the basic must-have standards that you got to maintain for your YouTube videos. That being said, let's go to number 2, know the software and their policies. And this kind of goes back to the TTS text-to-speech software, the point I was making earlier. You need to know your softwares. I personally still recommend Speech-Allo because it's lifetime value, and it's $47 for lifetime value, and you get commercial intent for that, and that's why I use them. But you don't have to. You can check out some of the free softwares I recommended in the description or the tab that I'm going to throw it. Take a look at the top 3 softwares I recommend. Their softwares are commercially used as well, so you can use it to create TTS videos for YouTube. If you do not use a commercially used softwares, there's a good chance your video could be taken down on YouTube because you're not following their policy. And trust me, YouTube's got their ways, and a lot of softwares are pretty much they know what they're doing when it comes to certain things. They'll probably wait till you get big, or sometimes it could be weeks, or it could be right away. It depends. So know the software that you're using and their policies before you use them for your monetization purposes for a YouTube channel. And the last one is, this is really common sense and the biggest thing over there: do not plagiarize. Don't just take someone's content, switch it up, and then throw some TTS software and hope it will work out. YouTube is much smarter than that. They will have your channel not only demonetized but also suspended for not following it. If you do not believe me, I actually have proof on this one. That's one of the reasons I wanted to make this video as well. One of the areas or places I was looking for more information on this topic was Internet Marketing Gold. This is where all the top dogs of the digital marketing world hang out. It is a paid membership of $89 a month. I'm a member over here. One of the reasons I use them because it's, like I said, you get information about the industry. They share tips. It's a community, and if you want to improve your overall SEO game, you have to hang out with the best of the best, so to speak. They also have courses, which are pretty good. I use a few of them, but I don't really go into it. But I think for this topic, the most important one is SEO tests. They do tests upon this kind of stuff, and one of the tests they have done is with respect to YouTube spamming. This test, of course, I'm not going to show you guys exactly the whole thing because it is a paid membership, and I don't want to, show it to everybody. This test, what they have done is basically they put together a few YouTube videos that are clones of TTS software videos. Basically, the videos contain some kind of a whiteboard video with the TTS audio on there, and they cloned it quite a few times. I think it's like a 25 times 5 or whatever the math is, and then they're trying to find out if the videos would affect the paid promotion tag in the ranking or something like that. And one of the byproducts of that test is as you can see, 11/5/2020, where they were testing it out, and by 15th, all the videos were taken down. The reason they were taken down is because they were repeated, and there were also a severe violation of the community guidelines, which is YouTube notification saying that, hey, we've taken down and suspended your account. So this kind of gives you a little bit of proof that YouTube does know what they're doing. So don't spam them or just copy someone else's content and then call it your own content. You will get suspended, or that's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you have good stuff, and then if there is kind of a manual review and they find out it's just a bunch of clone videos, then they're gonna demonetize your video, your channel, so to speak. So hopefully, if you want more information on this topic, I recommend checking out IMG on the testing stuff, and hopefully this gave you guys an idea about what to do and what not to do while setting up YouTube monetization. If you got value, hit that like button and subscribe, and leave a comment if you have more questions on the topic. I'll try to get back to you guys. And if you want to check out the top 3 videos for free TTS softwares, it's in the description. Check it out as well, and have a good one, guys.